Shulam and Brocha. Let's come back to the Tzav Vaziras. During the Yom Tovim, things got taken over with the Heilige Tag. So now I want to get back because we've been doing this Sefer. We're up to chapter 16. So I think we should keep up and delve into the thoughts and the wisdom of the Piasetz and the Rebbe Zacher Tzadik Lebrocha in a little known Sefer that he wrote, which is a journal that he kept, and he felt he felt it very important that he write down things, and that he felt that everyone should keep a journal of their spiritual life so that they could look back and share with their children and their children's children, Talmidim, get the Fra. In this way, opening up dialogue. This is a very short chapter. He says something very, very deep. He says, you cannot ward off your negative drives unless you also hate them. You can't. The Yetzer Hara has a job to do. His job is to keep you from your tikkun, so that you can earn your schusim by battling off the negative drives that keep you away from where you should be going. So there are those who think they have it's like a Melba toast outlook about these things. Yeah, I know, but so I spoke by davening, yes, or I didn't give tzedukah. I'll do it next. You don't recognize that the Yetzer Hara was there, keeping you away from what you should be doing. That minchela that you were thinking about other things during the Chazuras Hashat or whatever it is that you have to, that essence of negativity, you just can't disregard it or come to terms with it, and you have to see it as an enemy, right? I know it's been given by Hashem, but it's given to us so that we should destroy it. And we can't allow the negativity, the Yetzer Hara, to become a part-time visitor. You have to fight it. You have to have fun. You have to hate it. Thinking over past virus, which we've done plenty of thinking over during the Yom Tovim, you sometimes begin to think that the Yetzer Hara is not the evil. It's a sort of a symbiotic friend that lives within you and gets in and gets his way every once in a while. It's not that. It's not what the Rebbe is talking about here. He says, no, you have to make a stand. You have to see it for what it is. So he goes on further and says, an intent to just not welcome them is not enough. You must actively despise the Yetzer Hara, because they could destroy your life, both the spiritual and the physical. So train yourself, says the Rebbe, to become engaged and enraged when negative drives cloud your mind or your emotions. Only then will you be able to control them. When our Chazal tell us in Brochus, develop a wrath towards your baser nature, they meant it literally. They meant wrath, vexation. Be uncompromising in this respect. See it for what it is. The Heilige Kotzker Rebbe talks about this subject. He says there's a Mishnah that tells us we should know how to answer an apokoros. Says the Kotzker Rebbe, that means that little bit within each of us, that little bit of, dare I say, apokoros, this the nonchalantkeit, you have to know how to answer that sleepiness. Say, no. I know what I'm here for. I know what I'm doing. I speak here to a world of COVID, sweet Jews who are all weary and tired of all this, what's going on. And we get a bit tired and maybe lazy. Says the Rebbe, excite yourself in your refusal to allow the Yetzer Hara to have his way. In this way, you will find your tikkun, and you will grow every time. Every time you say to the Yetzer Hara, 9, you're my enemy, I see who you are. You gain malachim that are standing by you, giving you chizik. Oy, we all need so much chizik today. It's so difficult. And we don't have the Chabruder shop. Even when we're in shul, was saying, hopefully, with distancing, we don't have the chance to sit down and chapa shmiz and have some coffee. But you're not alone. You're not alone. I said over today to someone who was talking to me about the situation. I said, B'nai Yisachar, I once wrote about this. B'nai Yisachar schreibt, he writes, that in the times before the Mashiach, the most important thing will be to have Ditte Chavarim, good friends, Machshim, who hear you, who take on your see your pain or understand you, or even if they don't answer, they don't have the answers, but just giving you the ability to talk it out. And that you could do with a telephone. And that you could do, there's a myriad ways. Don't be verklempt. We'll get through this. The Eibishter wird helfen. The schus from the Rebbe, we should have the koiches taka to loathe the negative nature that each of us carry within us in some way, and be magaber, just grow and thrive through this tumultuous time. Psiris Tzav mit Yishis.